once born in pain and segregation, but now we live in harmony. Now flies the flag, our nation's glory. We live with pride inside our hearts as we all stand to build our nation. This our land, our Zimbabwe. Though they go to distant borders, my heart will yearn for this my home. For time and space may separate us, and yet she holds my heart alone. Like my nation's glory. How are you, folks? How are you, folks? How are you in all parts of the world? How are you? Good morning. Good morning. I hope you find you very well. I'm so good. I'm very well. Anthony, thank you so much. Machipisa Shoko, how are you? Thank you so much. Today, I'm not coming here for a long, long time. I don't want to be here for a long time, but I've got a very important issue which I want to leave it in your ears. I want to leave this important issue point to your ears as a Zimbabwean, as a Zimbabwean. So I want every Zimbabwean to take this important message and pass it and pass it and pass it. It's a very important message, and I kindly ask you to share this live debate. Not sharing the live debate for me to be popular, but for helping Zimbabwe, and we want to talk about this important issue. I'm not going to stay here for more than 30 minutes. I don't have the time today to stay here for more than 30 minutes, but we want to share this important message to every Zimbabwean about this topic. I want to give it to you today. It's a very important message for those who want to join me on this topic. I've just put the link on the Facebook. Just go to the Facebook. You will see the link to join me today. Just share. I just want about 20 people. Then we can talk about this important topic. Share as quick as you can, as much as you can. For 20 people, then I can give you the news of what I want to tell you, so that I will tell you the topic. As you can see, some of you have already seen it on your page. Just 12 people. We are 12 now. I need 20 people. Then I can share this important news, so that I can let people talk about this important thing. We cannot ignore. This is so important. So share as much as you can. Share with your friends and family. But what I kind of ask is, let's not bring this as a political issue. It's a very important thing for our children. Share. We are 14 now. I only need 6 people to come and talk about this important topic I want to talk about. We are 14, so I need only 6 people so that I can talk about this. It's very important to talk about this. It's very important to talk about this. We cannot ignore this. We cannot ignore this. We cannot ignore this. I only need 20 people, then I can break the news of the topic. If we don't reach 20 people, then it means we are not serious about what I want to bring here. Zimbabwe, I love this country. I love my country. I love my country. I am so proud to call myself a Zimbabwean. I love that country with passion. And you know what? Nobody can take away my Zimbabwe. I love that country so much. Anyway, guys, let me not waste time. Today, I just want to talk about education in my country, in Zimbabwe. Our children have gone for more than 3 years without going to school because of COVID-19. For how long are we going to see schools closed? For how long are we going to see this disease? Honest enough, is it not high time now to just say, no, we have to live with this COVID-19? 3 years our children are not going to school. What do you think, guys? The Minister of Education needs to be told about this. We cannot ignore this. I think enough is enough. We need to send our children to school. 3 years a country is schools are not open for 3 years. Amanda Chande, how are you, my lovely? I love you so much. 3 years, children not going to school, guys. It's not good. What's your take on this? 3 years our children haven't gone to school. Something needs to be done. Something needs to be done. When I talk about this, let me take a glass of water. Let me take a glass of water because I feel so sad when I talk about this topic. Give me a few seconds. It's so sad what is happening in our country. 3 years. Our children are not going to school. Honest. If you are a parent, if you are a guardian, if you are anything in Zimbabwe, you cannot ignore this topic. It's a very, very important topic. We cannot ignore this. Our children have gone for 3 years without going to school because of the pandemic. What's your take on this, guys? Who is the Minister of Education? He needs to receive this message. Honest. Let's not take this as politics. But bana bedu batambura kutaura chokwadi. Bana abasukwenda kuchikoro, abantwana baye ezikolo for 3 years because of COVID-19. We cannot ignore this. Honest. Let's pass the message and just honest enough and just ask the government to do something about this. Do as much as they can. Imagine when a child wake up every morning, what are they doing? What are our children doing when they don't go to school? What are they doing? Honest, when a child wakes up in the morning without going to school, what is he doing? What is the child doing? Imagine when I see my neighbor's child not going to school, I worry and ask myself, what is going on? This neighbor child is not going to school, but our children are not going to school because of COVID-19. Guys, it's high time. I think we have to live with that pandemic. 3 years, our children are not going to school. Let's talk about this, guys, Zimbabweans. How painful is it? How painful is it to miss education for 3 years? 3 years is not a joke. Schools are closed. Colleges are closed. Universities are closed. Come on, guys. Thank you so much, Winfred Ngwenya, who says, I think children should still be allowed to go to school. Precautions put in place. Can't keep kids out of school too long. It's too long. It is too long, Zimbabweans. Honest enough, I don't know about other countries because I'm a Zimbabwean. I talk about Zimbabwe a lot because I love my country. I am even willing to help those children with whatever I can for them. So I don't know in South Africa whether the children are not going to school. I don't know. I think in Namibia they do go to school. I was talking to someone, a teacher in Namibia. The children go to school. It's painful, guys. What's your take? Share this video. Why are the ministers quiet? Why can't they talk about this in parliament? Why are they not talking about this important thing in parliament? The Minister of Health and the Minister of Education must sit together and make a strategic way of doing this. Children are very important in every world, in anywhere. Children are so important. If people can go to work, why are we punishing our children? Guys, I feel sick. I really feel sick when I see children not going to school, loitering around the streets. I feel sick about it. Our Minister of Health and Minister of Education, they can come up together and do something about our education system. Every school is open. We are in a pandemic. In the UK, we have got over 100 and something thousand cases a day. A day. Our children are going to school. A day. 100 and something thousand cases a day. Children are going to school. People are using public transport. A day. People are going to school. How dare ministers, you only talk about your stomachs. You're not talking about our future of our children. How dare? Honest enough. Honest enough, I would love one minister to hear this video. I appeal to Zimbabwe to do something about children. Our future in the education system is just not going well. I don't want to stay here long. I don't want to stay here long, but I want you to pass the video. Please, 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 I beg the government of Zimbabwe to do something about the education system. Open the schools for the kids. Open the schools for the kids, or do a massive precautions and open the schools for the children. I beg. Nyacela ndinokumbira kuti Minister of Education igare pasi na Minister of Health vagadzirisa nyaya education system in Zimbabwe. Vana vadzokere kuchikoro. Ndinokumbira hangu, I beg. Kana vachida anything we can organize in the UK to send my mask or anything, we can arrange something to send all them precautions, we can send them. My mask, my sanitizers, we are prepared to send. But open the schools for the kids. Bana batambura, abantwana bayadubeka bahlezi emakhaya 3 years bengaye esikolo. Imagine. Missing 3 months of education is a massive blow. What about 3 years? It's so sad, guys. I don't want to stay here long. Because I know some people will take this topic and make it too sensitive. I don't want to take that too long. Open the schools. Open the schools for the children. Forget about anything else. Schools must open, honest enough. We are in January. If you see yourself not commenting about this issue about education system in Zimbabwe, then it means there's something wrong with you. If you see yourself not interested about talking about opening the schools in our country, then there's something wrong with you. There must be something wrong with you if you see yourself not bothered about this topic. Then you're part of those people who just want to have something else, ignoring. Then you're not a parent. Then you're not a future parent. When you don't even want us to talk about this education system that the schools must open, then you are not a good person. It's not right. Schools have been closed for three years because of COVID-19. Everywhere in the world, now they are all going to school. The president is not being advised by the Minister of Health properly, and the education minister. The president must enforce and say, right, my children must go to school. Honest enough, we can't have schools closed for so long. It's killing our kids. It's killing our children. Honest enough, the ministers must sit down in parliament and say, we need to do something about our children. Or if you can introduce cheap online education or something, please, for the children. Or give families computers or whatever, so that our children can start learning. Come on, guys. Let's pass this message. I appeal to the president, do something about education, open schools for our kids. Please, I beg. Every Zimbabwean, please, I beg, even if you sign a petition to the president to say, please, children are becoming something else because they've got nothing to do at school, at home. They will end up stealing. They will end up doing bad things. Let's encourage the government. Let's talk to the Minister of Education to open the schools for our children. Honest, I beg. I beg. I can't ask you to pass this message. Children must go back to school in Zimbabwe. Regardless, let's live without COVID-19 if it means we have to. I appeal to every Zimbabwean to post about schools opening. Please, universities, colleges, schools, primaries, secondaries. Honest enough, we can't allow this. We can't have this. It's pathetic. It's disgrace. Yes, it's caused by the pandemic. But what about if this pandemic is here to stay for 10 years? Does it mean that we don't have education in Zimbabwe? Oh, come on, Zimbabweans. I kindly ask you guys, I beg you, every Zimbabwean take part in this topic. Share this topic. Share this topic to anyone with Tembamli. So I know you are so vocal when it comes to social media. Send this message. Send this message to your MPs, your friends, because I know you talk to a lot of people. Tembamli, so I tag you. Please open schools. We cannot allow this to continue, guys. We are in January. Let's start a new life. Let's live with COVID-19 with our children. It makes me sick. Guys, when I go to Zimbabwe, I see children on the street. In January, February, March, children are not going to school. I ask myself, what is going on? You should be at school. No, we are not going to school. We closed schools 3 years ago. So what about those children who were supposed to start grade 1? So it means now they will have to wait for another 3 years without going to school. Come on, guys. Something needs to be done. Something needs to be done. I don't want to stay here long. I don't want to stay here long. But I want to pass this message. If I make this message, it will end up boring. If I make it so long, it will end up boring. So let me just cut it short and say, please, I can't ask you to share this video to every Zimbabwean that I beg, Philip Spanda, beg for the schools to open in Zimbabwe. Regardless of COVID-19, I beg the country to open the schools. Please. If it means that I get a phone call to talk to the spokesman for the president, I will talk to the spokesman for the president to appeal to the president that I beg. I am even willing to arrange a GoFund for mask and sanitizers to send to Zimbabwe. I am willing to do that because it's killing. Our education system cannot die because we are living with COVID-19. It's so bad. It's so bad. I have got drums here in my room here. I have got drums, as you can see. I wish I can show you. I have got drums which I can send to Zimbabwe for children as I speak right now. I have got 3 drums here full of things which I want to send. If you want me to bring sanitizers, I've got so many people who I can work with to bring sanitizers for schools to open. Please, I beg. I beg Zimbabwe, I beg. Send this video to your friends. Schools must open. Ministers in public must address this issue of schools. We cannot allow our children to go so long. Honest enough, if you don't talk about this issue of opening the schools, honest enough, what a parent you are. Schools must open in Zimbabwe. Schools, everybody, let's type in schools must open in Zimbabwe. Thank you so much. Everybody who is watching, type in schools must open in Zimbabwe, regardless of COVID-19. Schools must open. Children must go back to school. COVID-19 didn't start in Zimbabwe. Honest enough. Let's ask the president to put something. Schools must open in Zimbabwe. It's so painful, guys. Schools must open in Zimbabwe. I beg. George Huma, I know, I talk to you, my brother. Themba Mliso, I know, ministers, MPs, opposition, a ruling party, Douglas Monson, please, schools must open in Zimbabwe. Children must go back to school. Please. It's pathetic. It's killing. It's disgrace. It's shame to see our children waiting around. Bechinjana is God is otshwala labazali emapower because they've got nothing to do. Let's not take our children to go into Abu Kokoroza, taking our children to Kokoroza. Let's ask our government to open the schools and send our children back to school. Thank you. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you. I hope you will share this video. If he is not a president, you should be a minister of mines so he can steal more gold. He is a gold. No. Mr. Magwaza, I mean, this is I don't know about that, but this is a very important issue, my brother. Honest enough, you know, it's so sad that we can. I understand, but I think it's high time now we live with the COVID-19. We cannot allow our children. I mean, honest enough, education. Guys, 3 years is too much. I was talking to some students who were supposed to be opening about last month. Now they are telling me that they have been told that they might open in next month. Come on, guys. Zimbabwe, we can do better than this. Let's put politics aside and talk about the issue of schools. Honest enough, tag any minister you know that there's a video which we saw. Is it true that the schools are still closed in Zimbabwe? Tag any minister. Tag your minister, tag your MP, tag your councillor, tag your mayor, tag your anyone. That I say the Philip Sibanda is a journalist in the UK, is saying, please, is appealing for the schools to open in Zimbabwe. If they want us in the diaspora to sponsor anything like a mask or anything, I am prepared to do that. And I am prepared to do that for Zimbabwe, to get sanitizers. I've got no problem. I'm a registered charity where I can send things. I can just fill in a form and apply to the Minister of Commerce and Industry and get all those things sent to Zimbabwe. I have got no problem with that. But I kindly appeal to every Zimbabwean to talk about schools opening. I kindly ndinokumbira kumwe munhu weZimbabwe wose akateerera video iyi kuti ataure na minister wake. Masilo, I agree with you, my brother, but challenge which might be is there are teachers also. Yes, they are, Masilo. I do understand. But then Masilo, you live in the UK. You see children going to school. We are we have got the highest numbers so far, I think, of COVID-19. But we cannot, honest enough, we cannot ignore. We cannot ignore our schools. Then if it means that, I mean, we have to live with this. We cannot, 3 years, children not going to school. Come on, guys. We can't ignore this. We cannot ignore this. Guys, we are honest enough, regardless of whatever, whether it's whatever, children must go to school. Children must be the first priorities in the country. I get you, Masilo. I get you so much, but something needs to be done. Something needs to be done. We cannot allow this to continue. It's too much. Schools must open, regardless. Schools must open. Children must go back to school. The Minister of Education must come out and address this issue, not just to keep quiet. You must come out with the president and say, right, we think, and the Minister of Health, they must combine together and open the schools. Find a way, or rather just say children must spend, even if they've got they decrease the number of teachers, but the children must go to class. Regardless, children must go to class. It's bad. It's so bad. It's so bad. Guys, it's so bad. Honest, it's so bad. Abantwana kumele babuyele esikolo. Mwana angadzokera kusikolo. Come on, guys. 3 years. 3 years when children sitting at home. Come on, guys. No. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. It's too much. So, I wanted to share that. Share that video with your friends. COVID-19 is for the whole world. Why is Zimbabwe children up? Yes, COVID-19 is everywhere. So what happens with COVID-19 when it peaks again? When it peaks again, you close and then you reopen, and then when it peaks again, you close. Like in winter, we know that the COVID cases might go up, so they might close, and then in summer you open, or you have to change the terms now. That you know what, our children should be starting going to school instead. Then in winter, I mean, they have to change. But they must prioritize that children must go to school. Children must go to school. I bet you a certain percentage now, after these 3 years, they won't be willing to go to school because they don't feel as if it's important. After opening, a lot of children will be saying, I'm not interested in school anymore. Because they don't see the point. So, guys, that's a video I wanted to give you. Share this video. I don't insult anybody. I don't believe in insulting. I don't believe in, I believe in talking. Zinzinovaka. Mina ngibelieve ukuthi ngikhuluma into eziyakha ilizwe lakithi ngabantwana bakithi. So share this video with your friends. Tag any minister and just say, I think there's a subject which is being ignored. Let's be diplomatic. I think there's a subject which is being ignored. A lot of people are now concentrating about campaigns, forgetting about the future of our children in a diplomatic way. Then, if someone says, what do you mean? Then you say, we think the schools should go back to, children should go back to school in a diplomatic way, without fighting, without insulting. Talk to your MPs, talk to your mayor, talk to your councillor in a diplomatic way. I think we are missing something. What is it we are missing? I think the schools, they need to go back to school. Oh, by the way, we've got schools. We totally forgot about children. You understand what I mean? Without insulting anybody, without putting any politics into it. That's what I wanted to give you guys. It's a very important topic. It's a short topic, but to those with ears, they will share. But with those who don't care, they won't even bother to share. Tawanda, I'm talking about education. There are so many people who have got money, those who are doing private and whatever. But what about those who don't have any money to take their children to private schools, lessons? I think the government needs to open the schools. I tried to get hold of Tembamdi, so I can't get hold of him. I tried to speak to George Chuma to pass the message. I can't get hold of him. I tried to get hold of some MPs and mayors so that they can pass the message. I think the government needs to open the schools in Zimbabwe. That's the message I am putting. A message which I'm putting without putting any politics inside. I am not a politician. I don't want to talk about politics. I don't want to involve myself into politics. I do my job as a journalist. That please tag every MP to ask them that, citizens are asking for children to go back to schools. Regardless of COVID-19 or there is no COVID-19, whether there is COVID-19, I think it's high time we can live with that COVID-19. So pass the message. Tag a friend, call a friend, invite a friend. Tell him that I think it's important that our schools must open back. It's very important. We are a country. We can solve our issues by talking. So pass that message. I hope that will be a very important video today. I don't want to spend your day wasting your day. I don't want to take your time. Right, that's what I brought for you today. Let's meet probably on the other programs. But on today's issue, I wanted to pass a message to everybody who loves his country like me, Philip. My last message to every Zimbabwean is tag a minister, tag a MP that we think that is high time we open our schools. We must send our children back to school. Otherwise, we are destroying our future by not sending our children back to school, by not opening our schools because of COVID-19. COVID-19 is here to stay. I live in the UK. I work in the front areas where there is pandemic, but schools are open. Every school is open. I've been talking to other countries. Namibia, the schools are open. Zimbabwe, let's open our schools regardless of COVID-19. Have a lovely day without insult. God bless you all without insult. Let's love our country without insult. Let's treat every citizen the same. Let's not have first class and second class citizens. Let's be one. Let's unite on issues like this. Thank you so much. God bless you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.